I'm Wes Shoemyer, third-generation family farmer here in northeast Missouri. Farm with my father and my brother-in-law and my son, and third generation on this farm.
Come on, Skip!
Also serve in the state senate here in Missouri.
Skip! Come on! Come on, Skip!
And happy to do both.
Come on, Skip!
It's the heaviest frost of the year, so this actually is good for farming. We're in the harvest season. A lot of crops, we've had a lot of moisture this year, taking a second growth, and it's making it, as we say, ornery to cut.
And we just will take the auger wagons down there. Yeah, there you go. You know, I think there's real fundamental differences in Democrats and Republicans. Senator Obama understands that we have a real opportunity for a new green economy, and Missouri should be one of those places where this green economy is built. We have the natural resources in northeast Missouri and in Missouri. We have the ability to become an integral part, whether it be wind, the solar, the biofuels. We have the ability to retain the wealth in our communities.
My granddad started this farm and settled in here in like 1930. Lived through the Depression, and Roosevelt created a WPA program, and he was able to bust rocks, and then created Farmers Home Administration, and nobody would lend my granddad any money to farm, and he got an FHA loan and started with 60 acres, and now my dad and my brother-in-law, myself, and my son, we farm probably a row crop around between 2,500 and 3,000 acres, and run about 150 cows, and it's a family operation. It's giving us a good living. Some pretty rough times, but also some pretty good times. If you look at who has done those things that gave family farmers, not corporate America, a real shot, it's been Democrats. That's been our history. I mean, my granddad was a Democrat for 2 generations. It wasn't because the Democrats were handing stuff out or giving him anything, except that they gave him a chance.
We have to rebuild and have jobs that build things. We can't all wait on each other in a service economy. We have to create new wealth. You need to be able to produce your own grain, to feed your own people. You need to have your own oil and renewable energy source so that we're not fighting in a war and giving money to someone who doesn't like us very much and is shooting at our boys and girls. Right now, the biofuels displace 8% of the fuel supply that we use in this country every day. And if people can imagine if that 8% was taken off the market, where we'd be. We can become energy independent. We can clean our air up. We can stop sending money overseas and keep it here at home.
Okay, turn it, Dad.
They're coming?
Oh yeah, they're coming.
There's a clear difference in Senator Obama and Senator McCain. Senator McCain says he doesn't want anything to do with biofuels. He would lose on senators. He'd take the tariff off the South American biofuels coming in, ethanol coming in, and undercut what many farmers in this state especially have invested in, and we put risk out there, and we risked our farms and our future.
I'm gonna start it up, everybody.
And then to have a candidate come along and say, well, I'm willing just to cut the legs out from underneath you and push you aside because the oil boys have got it covered.
It's been about a difference between the little guy and the big guy. You know, that's the fundamental difference, Republican versus Democrat, that I've seen. Simply one who works for the big guy and the big corporation, and one who works for us, stands up and said, you know, we're going to have some fair play here. And we're going to give their kids a chance to go to college, and we're going to work to ensure that everybody has a chance and that the whole tide raises.
If rural America and if Missouri thinks it's going to see prosperity, and it's going to see the ability to rebuild infrastructure, it's going to see the ability to educate your children and watch them be prosperous and better off than you are, this is the election of your lifetime. I mean, these are things that are so fundamental that there's a fundamental difference between the two candidates and between the two parties. I think people in Missouri are very pragmatic, they're very practical. As they've seen him run this campaign in some really critical situations, he's kept a cool, level head. And I think that the American people have seen that a need for intellect in the White House. And I think Missourians are pragmatic and recognize that. And I think that we'll find that in the ballot on next Tuesday. I trust him. I trust him. You know, I find so much of what I wanted in someone running for president and Senator Obama.
I hear you. Oh, we got a baby. Damn. I told him we was going to have a new baby. Here, I'm coming to you.
We have proven here in Missouri that we're energized, but we got to close the deal.
What do you need?
Well, I got a 1/4-inch bolt that might work. Let me start it up and run it a little bit and see if that bolt may be too long, Dad. I don't know. What?
Just tie old bales together with baling wire. We call it baling wire. Makes sense. And that's here in Missouri, that holds everything together, baling wire.
You have to make sure you get up on November 4th and vote. And it's fun. It's more fun than fixing the combine. Although, I have to say, once you get it fixed, and that's what we're going to do in this election, once we get it fixed, it's glorious. And you'll know that what you've done meant something. And I think that's what we all look for in life.